What's going on, everybody? John here from The Real Talk, back again with another video. And today I'm going to be reviewing Get Out. Obviously the film that came out early last year, I think around the same time. And I started looking at the Best Picture nominees for this year's Oscars. And I said, you know what, I haven't seen Darkest Hour, and I obviously haven't reviewed it. And I haven't reviewed Get Out because when this movie came out last year, I didn't have my channel. So I was like, you know what, I got to review these two films. And today we're going to be talking about Get Out. And like I said, it's Oscar nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Director, and Best Original Screenplay. So let's get into it, guys. Alright, so believe it or not, I do have one negative with the film, and for me, it's the pacing. In some scenes, it just goes from being kind of like this horror thriller type of scene, and then there's this comedic scene, and there's just a slow scene. Obviously, that's obviously the pacing. But it's not throughout the film. It's just in some parts, I think, towards the beginning and the middle-ish. I think that's where the pacing just falls apart. But other than that, let's get to my positives. All right, so where can I start with Get Out? I think, obviously, I have to start with Jordan Peele. This is his first directorial debut, and he just knocks it out of the park. I feel like in any other director's hand, this specific film would have fallen apart because he had a story to tell. He had a unique voice, and you can tell he's been wanting to say something with this film. You know, it's not just a film for like a horror film or to a quick cash grab. He had something to say, and he put it in this film. That's why I love films so much. That's one of the reasons why. So he made it work from everything with the acting, the cinematography, and just all the little things that he hid, before, you find out and then everything's revealed. It's fun to revisit this film, kind of, okay, cool, I didn't catch that, or what does this mean? So I kind of want to quickly tell you some of the little things I picked up on this viewing from the film. So we all know that famous, scene where Rose is sitting down and she's eating the cereal, but she has a bowl of cereal and she hasn't mixed it with the milk yet, with the white milk, and she doesn't mix it with the colored cereal, So I don't want to talk about that. But I quickly want to mention that in the beginning, obviously, there's a character that gets kidnapped and he gets taken. So then we get the opening credits. So then I see the background. I was like, you know what? That's the same scenery with all those trees and stuff like that where it says "Get Out." That's the same scenery from where Rose and Chris, they go from their house to Rose's parents' house. And I feel like, you know what? That is kind of like the characters from the beginning scene, the brother, and I'm forgetting the character's name, but that's him taking him to the parents' house. That's why when Chris and Rose get there in the party later on in the film, he's already, in the whole process has been done to him. I don't know. I just thought that was cool. It made mean nothing. They just probably wanted to see him use that same scenery, but yeah, that's something I noticed. So the main character, Chris, in this film, he has a lot of black and white photos throughout his apartment. And for me, it's kind of like this film is telling you that, maybe sometimes everything's not black and white. Everything's not good or bad. And maybe sometimes it is. So with this character, Chris, I was starting thinking, you know what? Maybe there's something behind his, maybe he's trying to be, not racist or anything like that. And he's, just obviously trying to be normal. But he's trying to say something with his photography, that we may not, notice or something. I don't know. I'm just saying they're specifically black and white. And I noticed, like, the film's trying to say, not everything's always black and white, or, vice versa. So I don't know. I thought that was cool. So to be honest, I mean, there's other things about the film that you notice, but I feel like you guys can check it out in Jordan Peele's video where he goes over like Reddit and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys seen it. So let's get to my actual review, or to my positives. I just say, like I said, Jordan Peele, those little subtle things that he's done. The acting, I have to talk about the acting. Kaluuya, again, he's Oscar nominated. I think he did a great job, and he did a fantastic job. But I don't know. I don't feel like he should have been nominated. Not taking away anything from his performance. He was great, but I feel like there's other performances that were better than his. But it's awesome that he is nominated because it's a role that might have gone overlooked, but it didn't. It came out in February, and there's other performances. Apparently, the Academy said, hey, you know what? He deserves it. So I don't know. I'm not taking it like his performance was great. I just don't feel like he was Oscar nominated, but that's not what I want to make this about. But yeah, throughout the cast, Bradley Whitford, Kathleen Keener, I believe so, and Allison Williams. Just everybody in the cast does a really good job, and kind of especially with the Rose's family. I don't remember their last name. They're so like sinister, and Bradley Whitford is just fantastic in this film. So yeah, the acting has to be a positive. So Get Out is seen a lot of times as a horror movie, but for me, it's kind of more of a like social commentary film and stuff like that. But it does have great thrilling moments. It does have some legit like horror. It's horror, but a different kind of horror. It's not scaring you with the jump scares. Well, it does have some of those jump scares, but it's not literally like giving you those type of scares. It's kind of like the horror of what's going on, like what these people are doing to these other people. But anyways, I just want to highlight that because all that stuff is done great. Like I said, it's not your traditional horror film, you know, but in a sense, it is horror. And last but not least, I want to quickly touch upon the score and the cinematography. I've always mentioned that, you know, when those two things are done great and fit together, it takes the film, you know, to another level. And I feel like that's done here in Get Out. The score, you know, kind of brings you into these tension, these suspenseful, thrilling moments, and the cinematography is just so precise in some points. It kind of just, it just highlights a lot of things about the film, especially this type of like horror, suspenseful, thrilling moments and stuff. And it's kind of, especially with a lot of stuff going on, you know, a lot of stuff that you need to catch and on multiple viewings. So that's why I thought it was really well done. So there you have it, my one negative, I think it was one, and my positives and kind of little things I picked up this time watching Get Out. So with all that being said, I have to give Get Out an 8.5 out of 10. I really love this. I can say that I really love this movie. I've been enjoying it ever since last year, and I'm happy that it's getting some Oscar buzz. And yeah, as always, guys, let me know your thoughts on the film in the comment section down below. If you guys want to follow me outside of YouTube, you guys can at The Real Talk, Talk with 2Ks on Instagram and Twitter. You guys can also find me on Stardust. There, you just find me at The Real Talk. And yeah, guys, until next time, I'll see you at the movies. Later.